Hello everyone, this is Harkira Singh from UL Education and I welcome everybody to this live video. And today in this live session, we are going to conduct a one-to-one live speaking session with Mr. What's your good name? Anmol Preet Singh. So Anmol Preet Singh is with us right now and we'll be asking him questions about IELTS speaking and we'll be conducting an official IELTS speaking test as you guys can see on YouTube. And why we are conducting this test is just because he can gain more confidence while speaking and you can get the idea of how to speak and how to give right answers on right things, right? So that is why we are conducting this kind of sessions. So I hope you all are good at your homes and we wish you health and wealth and English speaking as well, right? So Anmol, let's start your speaking session. So I'll start with your name because that is the what official pattern is. So what is your name?
My name is Anmol Singh.
All right, and how can I call you?
You may call me by my first name, Anmol.
All right. So, Anmol, let's talk about part one questions. As you know, there are three parts in IELTS speaking, and I'll be asking you step by step, and you have to speak for one to two, three lines in part one, and then the cue card, and then the follow ups. So, the part one questions will be about dictionary. So, what do you use dictionaries for?
Well, dictionary is very important for the students. So people have a confusion about their words if they want to study or learn new language. So they have to use dictionary.
Okay. And what dictionaries do you think are the most useful?
Mostly in my country, the mostly two or three dictionaries more commonly. Mostly, I personally use Cambridge University.
Okay. So, do you think dictionaries are useful for learning a language?
Yeah, I previously mentioned it. We can the help of dictionary. We can get the answers. We can get the meaning, synonyms, and antonyms on the
All right.
dictionary.
And what kind of information can you find in a dictionary specifically?
Uh, with the help of dictionary, we can as well we can check the meaning of the word as well as on the dictionary they give us a sentence for easy to
All
understand.
right. So, we'll talk about entertainment. Do you prefer relaxing at home or going out in the evening and why?
Well, I do both. But I prefer to go out with on the evening
Okay. And why is that?
because we should spend more of time with the other friends and peoples, and we try to communicate with the unknown person to gain our skills.
How popular is this with other people in your country? Like you said, you like going out. And how popular is this with other people in your country?
Well, it's very common in my India country.
All right.
So people usually go out in the evening
All
for
right.
the playing cards. The groups.
So, is there any kind of entertainment that you don't like or you do not like? Any sort of entertainment that you do not like?
Well, there are according to depends, but I avoid to watching movies in the free time if alone. But when I am with my friends, then I watch movies. But otherwise, when I am alone, I don't watch movies.
All right. So, Anmol, tell me how many people are there in your immediate family?
There are four members, my two siblings and my mother and dad. Sorry, it's five. I am middle of them.
All right. So, what do you get the best with? And who do you get the best with in family, basically?
Well, I am very close to my mother, so I feel relaxed with my mother,
All
and
right.
I always try to keep with them. And he always suggests me to do new things about their life and teach so many things.
And what do you mostly do when your family gets together?
Well, there are we our family together like that occasions or the festivals we have uh, in Diwali we together celebrate together, and sometime I often meet my family. Then I enjoying by watching movies and talking about the cultures and so many other activities.
Okay. And is family important to you, Anmol?
Yes, it is very important. I love my family,
And why is your family important to you?
because it helps us to teach us for the every single uh, way of the life. So how to it's very important.
All right. And what kind of household work do you often do?
There are when work at home, so during the lockdown, um, my timetable is changed, and my parents give me a more work rather than others. So I usually um, cooking. I can cook. I can uh, clean their homes, clean our homes.
All right. And did you do household work when you were a child?
No, I my parents don't suggest me to work when I am the child.
All right. Let's talk about your favorite place. What place do you like to visit most and why?
Well, Switzerland is one of the best country according to me, and I love that country because the quality of water is very good, and it's also my dream country.
All right. And how often do you visit this place, or have you ever visited this place before?
Well, I never ever visited that place, but in a future when I'm completed my graduation, then I will go with my family.
Okay. And is this popular with many people in your country? Like they have the favorite country as you have?
Sorry.
Is this popular with many people in your country? Like they have the same favorite country like you have?
Yes, according to me, as I know, there are two or more my friends. They also they have also keen interest in Switzerland. They also don't want, but according to the its own depends. A different person have a different dreams and different dreams in countries.
All right. So that is the end of part one questions, everybody. And Anmol, now we'll move towards the cue card. And your cue card topic is describe a time when you needed to use your imagination. You should say when was it? When did you need to use imagination? How difficult or easy it was? Explain how you felt about it. You have 1 minute to prepare and you have to speak for 1 or 2 minutes. Till then, I'll repeat the cue card once again. That is, describe a time when you needed to use your imagination. You should say when was it? When did you need to use imagination? How difficult or easy it was? Explain how you felt about it. You have 1 minute to prepare. All right, shall we begin?
Well, our life is based on the imagination. The power of imagination is too high, so it play very main role in our lives. So today I'm gonna talking about last year I lost my purse, but when I was in Missouri, so I went with my family, and then when I check my purse, I wallet. So then I think my pocket is empty, and then I first of all I call to the police, and then I try to find my lost wallet with my help of family. Then I imaginations where I was in on what places I was there, and so I mainly go 2 or 3 places which I come after that. So there we check, and there are a lot of activities I do on that places. Then I concentrate on my mind and imagining some new things. But it's very difficult to me because I I forget easily things. So I so when I imagine, so I with after some time there is a tea stall. Then I say where I said that. So then I find my wallet and with the help of imagination. So even I talking about if I talking about the daily life, I do imaginations every day nowadays. Recently, read book the secret. They told me the power of they telling me the power of the imagination. So I daily imagination what will be my future,
All
and
right.
so it's very
Yeah.
important.
So do you think adults have a lot of imagination than younger people?
Yes, I think the younger people has a more imaginations, and they have a more
I
imagination.
asked you the question that do you think adults use more imagination than younger people?
Yes, adult use more imagination than younger people because it is a age they have a mentally fit or strong, so they use
All
more.
right. And what kind of jobs in India or in your country needs imaginations?
Uh, there are maybe all trades, all jobs, and they have to good imagination power for. If I talk about one, the army is the best job.
All right. So what subjects are helpful for people in imagination?
Well, they should read books or novels to imagine to gain their imagination power, and two or more other sources which is important to maintain the imagination.
All right. So that is the end of your speaking test, Anmol. Thank you very much for being with us. And everyone who is watching this live video and will be watching this video after it's been posted on YouTube, I just want to tell you that all the problems that Anmol is facing right now in speaking is nothing, but that is just the fluency and the practice. So the more you practice it, the more you grow. That is what I always say. So if you want to improve your English speaking, you have to practice like this. We are conducting these sessions, and you can also book our sessions like this on. You can just WhatsApp us, that is 823004400, or you can just email us at uleducation@gmail.com, and we'll book you a slot on Zoom application, and we will be conducting your free IELTS speaking mock test on YouTube as well, and it will be telecasted here. That is the reason when we speak here, when we speak for people, and when we speak in front of other people, the best thing he will find here is that he can develop his skill with confidence, and he can also review his speaking, because the video is going to be available right just after the live ends, and he will be able to review how he spoke, and he can improve after that. So that is what I have to say. This is Harkita Singh signing off from Your Education. Thank you so much for being with us.